I think we went to talk about Millwall.
What did you guys think about that? So that's Derby versus...
Maybe we got a listener's question about it. Let me find it.
We'll get to that, but you do raise a good point. So let's talk about it. So Derby versus Millwall. Millwall, we know their rich history. They were hooting, booing, making noise during the players kneeling. Who was it that stood up? Was that Rosinia?
Yeah.
It was Rosinia.
I didn't know he was still playing.
Neither did I, man.
Liam, sorry, not Leroy. That's his dad. Didn't
Was it Liam?
Liam, definitely.
Yeah. I think his dad died, didn't he, when he was managing Torquay or something?
His dad's on TV, ain't he?
I'm sure his dad died.
So his dad's always slagging him off.
You're talking about someone else. Wait, the guy on Sky Sports, he's still playing?
No.
Who's the guy on Sky
Yeah,
Sports?
that's Liam.
That's
Rosinia.
Liam. That's Liam. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Liam.
Is he
Yeah,
playing?
he's still playing. It was him that stood
What,
up.
they gave him a talk show and he's still playing?
Bro, get out, you
Wow,
live championship
okay.
life, innit?
Say nothing.
Championship life, man. 3/4 of a pro. Yeah. So what do we think about that?
Oh no, Liam Rosinia's retired. So who is the player?
Who was that? Who stood up?
Some next light skin guy.
Oh, nah, that's
Colin
poor, man.
Kazim-Richards.
Who was that stood up?
That's who it was. It was
Colin
Kazim
Kazim-Richards,
Richards.
yeah. I don't know how he's still at Derby, by the way, but
Colin Kazim
big up you.
Richards?
Yeah.
Wow, mad.
It was Rosinia that posted it. That's what.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I thought, let me not get involved because, you know.
You didn't
but I
not get
thought-
involved. You're on the pod, though.
No, I thought you actually guys knew what you were talking about. So I thought, all right, maybe I'm wrong.
You just touch your
Yeah,
subject.
second guessing myself.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts, Ant?
Should I be honest or should I play it the way people like things played?
Be honest.
Since when have you played it by how people...
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
I'll be real, yeah. I'm more offended by the whole kneeling thing than I am by what the Millwall fans did.
Okay, interesting, because that's along the lines of what Les Ferdinand said as well.
I think it's nonsense, and I think that people should stop accepting nonsense acts of tokenism as a way of curtailing complaints. Yeah, so you're going to kneel, you're going to do this, but at the end of the day, let's take two players, for example. Mikel Antonio and Harry Maguire, yeah? Let's just pretend it's them playing. Is Mikel Antonio going to be treated with... Is Mikel Antonio going to be able to speak to the referee the same way that Harry Maguire is? Is Mikel Antonio going to be allowed to be as physical as a Harry Maguire is? The answer is going to be no. Is a Raheem Sterling going to be spoken about in the press the same way a Harry Kane is? The answer is no. Is a Paul Davis going to be given the same opportunities to manage as a Mikel Arteta or a Wayne Rooney? Again, the answer is no. All of these things are not going to change because players have kneeled before a game. Yeah, you can play players kneel, you can have nice banners, you can have Black Lives Matter come up on your TV when, you know, players are playing. At the end of the day, if you are not going to do anything to fix what's really wrong and what's inherently wrong with this country, this sport, this society, then stop wasting our time. The Millwall fans are going to boo it, the Colchester fans booed it, the West Ham fans booed it. All the FA are going to do is come out and condemn it. Kick It Out are going to get their faces on the TV. Sunday Supplement are going to have Darren Lewis on for a couple of weeks. Maybe, you know, some other black player and they're going to talk. Maybe one of them organisations will contact us again to speak about racism. But ultimately, nothing is going to change because you're not actually trying to do anything. So stop giving us pointless, stupid gestures like kneeling and badges and banners and actually do something proper. The same way that when England go and play Kosovo or Serbia and the players are racially abused by fans there, and then we call, they should be made to play games behind closed doors. Well, turn around and say to Millwall and Colchester and West Ham, you know what, for the next 3 games, your fans can't come in. And if it happens again, the same thing will happen. Next time it will be 5 games. In this world, you have to realise people are not scared of actions. People are scared of consequences and repercussions. If any of us could go into a bank right now and take £1 million with no repercussions and no consequences, we'd do it, right?
Right.
It's the consequences that we're scared of. And that's all people are scared of, is consequences. So start giving proper consequences.
Yes, right.
And then maybe people will pretend to be okay. They might not be, but at least
fine.
they'll pretend. And
Yeah.
at least then maybe we can function a little bit better.
Is that better?
Yeah,
I think it's marginally better. It's not right, and I don't think we'll ever get right. I don't think we're going to get right. I think the problems are too ingrained in the world for us to get it right, ever.
Because some people would argue that a more like, what's the word? Like a more secretive racist is worse than an outspoken racist. At least you know who you're dealing with. Like for example, the Millwall fans, they've shown you what they are, right? Whether they should get booted out of the stadium for what they did or not, that's a separate debate. But they've shown you what they are. Is that not?
It might. I get
Yeah.
what you're saying. It's better the devil you know kind of thing.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but when you have no repercussion and no punishment for an action, essentially what you're saying is you can do it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's essentially what you're saying. So until you tell people that you can't actually do it, and again, you know, I don't think that the people in this country are any less racist than they were 20 years ago. I just think that now in London, there's too many black people for certain people to carry on the same way they used to. And there's too much surveillance for people to do the things they used to.
Facts.
Like I think that's more the issue than a change of culture.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Do we feel safer than our fathers felt? Probably, yeah. Well, 100%, yeah. Do we feel far upset? Well, I don't know. You guys are Nigerian, so maybe your grandparents weren't here. But my grandfathers that came here from Jamaica, I know that my life is a lot more comfortable here. I don't think the people have changed too much.
Agreed.
It's just there's now a consequence to that,
100%.
or there can be a consequence to that action.
But I think that's how the world works, man. I think there's a lot of things that if there weren't repercussions for saying them, people would say them.
Of course they would.
And they still have these conversations in their home anyway. So yeah, I'm with Ant.
I
You
guess
stop
you
them.
could argue that there are repercussions for. So, for example, the Chelsea fan that abused Sterling, he got banned. Does that?
How effective is that?
I always wonder about
How
that.
That's what I'm
I don't know,
saying.
man.
Does that?
They don't do
40,000
that.
people.
Is that going to stop it happening again at Stafford or at another stadium?
It has to be.
So.
It has to be bigger than one person, though. Your like Ant said, your club has to feel the repercussion now. Now we're allowed back in after not being allowed back in for so long. We're gonna make you go 3 games without your. I don't want you to stop me coming to see my club. So when I come to see my club, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I can moan about in the pub, moan about on the train back like I normally do, but in the stadium I'm not gonna do it. And it's like Ant said, it's the small margins of victories, and even my whole stance towards it has changed because I remember when they used to want to discuss stuff like, bring in a rule where they have to hire a black manager, 1 in 5 manager, or whatever the case is. And I was used to be like, why are they doing that? There's no point. I don't want the job unless I've earned it. But all I do is see people who are white getting jobs they haven't earned. When you're in the job, you'll do the job. And if you're good at the job, you'll keep the job. And if you're not, you'll lose it or whatever the case may be. So why do we always do this thing with ourselves where we hold ourselves to standards that we don't hold other people to and other people don't hold themselves to? Like, just take the job, man. Whatever they want to do to actually be effective and actually make genuine change, even if it's just optics. If a black guy's getting a job and an opportunity to prove himself, if I'm getting a job at Arsenal, the next job down is going to be much higher down than being a job in a conference or being a job in League 2 because I've managed at Arsenal. And that's how these guys do it. And that's how these guys stay around in these jobs for 20 years, despite the fact that every single job they go to, after 2 or 3 years, they're leaving the club in a worse position than when they got into it. So why not us, man?
Word.
That's how I see it.
I hate you.
Okay. I expected more kickback there.
That's the clip. That's the clip.
Cool. Have we got any listeners' questions to finish up?
Dan didn't put out a tweet, so and I was in a rush to do so. So I don't think so. So unless you guys have got, look, here's one. People Lewis in brackets. This is from Rafi GY.
Is that Rafi Taffy? Is that Rafi Taffy?
I don't know.
So jarring.
All right, okay. There's a few of them that are jarring.
Ant knows you by your
Is
Twitter.
that Liverpool fan, isn't it?
Oh,
think
he's a
so,
Liverpool fan. Yeah. But it's not about Liverpool.
Go on.
Wow.
He says people bracket Lewis keep saying Jose isn't. I've not said. Okay, maybe I have said it.
You have.
I have said it. Keep saying Jose isn't playing entertaining football. What is entertaining football? I see it as scoring goals consistently and winning. That's exactly what Spurs are doing. I mean,
that's entertaining for a Spurs fan, but we're talking about the neutral.
But even Spurs fans today, because obviously I'm privy to the Touchline Hotspurs group chat. You see, so
I need
You're
access.
in there?
Yeah, I'm in there.
I need access to
They
that.
haven't
You wanna be
kicked
in
me
there?
out yet. They haven't kicked me out yet. So yeah, I can grant you access after. Or I'll just screenshot everything.
Side 2.
Yeah. But even I'm sure they won't mind me saying this, but even they were like the second half was a bit. Drab. Like they didn't do anything in the second half.
In the second half.
And I know they've won the game, which ultimately is fantastic for them, like whatever. But yeah, the football isn't great.
You're-
They had 4 attacks all game. Is that what you watch football for?
You're talking about the
For
fans,
four
yeah.
attacks.
You're talking about the fans, even the players. So Stevie Bergwijn, he did not have fun. As in, he did not. He was playing wing back
He
the
was
whole
just
game.
he was just
I don't-
running into.
I don't.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
touch. I don't think he touched. I don't think he touched the ball for the majority. Like
That
once the whole
guy,
game.
he fooled me on YouTube. He's rubbish.
He's not great.
But,
He
but,
footballs
but,
well.
regardless, but regardless, yeah. As a wide man, you want to be involved. You want to be.
He should be grateful that he
No, I'm
didn't have
saying-
the opportunity to be involved. 'Cause he's shit.
How damning on Bell if you can't make it in the team?
That's what I'm saying, man. He's done. Bell's done, man.
Dusted. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like those kind of, I don't see it as entertaining football. But on the contrary, you could say, look, Arsenal today had hundreds of attacks
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
very
true.
ridiculous areas that are not dangerous at all. Is that entertaining football? No,
yeah, but
it isn't.
But it's because
But at least we were near their goal, kind of thing. So
that was
it's-
shit as well, though.
Yeah, they're both shit. They're both
listen,
not entertaining.
This is not why we fell in love with the game, innit? But
No.
that's not Jose Mourinho's.
I forgot the reason why I love the game.
That's
to be
not
fair.
that's not Jose Mourinho's
Paul
job.
Merson.
Yeah, that's not Jose Mourinho's
Yeah, me too,
job.
actually.
He
Yeah.
was spitting facts the other day, by the way.
And he-
I mean,
That's not Jose Mourinho's job. What can you do? What can
Isn't
you do,
it?
man? No, his job is to get results.
To get results, yeah.
His job is to get results, and
also what we don't account for is that what entertains us
It's not
as
the
a
same.
minority. You have to the way we enjoy football is not the way the regular man in this country enjoys
Do you
football.
think the Spurs fans enjoyed that second half today, though?
What?
I think they
Have you
enjoyed the
seen
result.
David Justin's Twitter pages? They had the
fuck
time of
that.
their lives, bro. They don't give a damn.
It's true, it's
The
true.
reality
It's
is,
true.
you
They
win a
went to the-
derby.
yeah.
Who gives a
Yeah, it's
shit
true,
how you
it's true.
play?
That's a bad
No one
example.
cares.
And also, you're forgetting that obviously Tottenham they haven't won anything for so long. Like they're not winners. So Jose coming in and playing this way, like they're gonna buy into
They'll
it. Do you
take
get
it.
me?
They'll
They'll take
take
it.
it. Yeah,
If they're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
results, they will take it. Do you get me?
You
And Jose's a winner.
You only care about how football is played to win when you're not winning. Really and truthfully.
Let's keep it a
yeah.
buck.
Like,
I don't know.
if
We
we-
were complaining under Emery when we were winning games, and
Yeah,
we
you
were
weren't winning enough, though.
if we were top, if we were top and playing like
Yeah, you
that,
wouldn't
we
care.
would have complained.
You'd be like, yeah, the football shit, but we're top.
Yeah,
We complained under Wenger as well, though.
we weren't top.
Yeah, listen, the first thing you'll do, yeah, is moan about the football, but then if your team's winning, it's I can diss you, I can diss you,
you're right.
and I can diss you.
But
And-
does that mean that you can only? So does that mean it's only acceptable if you win titles then?
But this is what I'm
me,
saying. This is
yeah.
what I'm saying. This is what
So
I'm
is
saying.
it? So if Tottenham don't win anything, is it? Are Spurs
Then it
fans
become-
gonna take it?
Then no.
The perfect example, yeah, as a
Because
Chelsea,
they didn't win.
The perfect example as a Chelsea fan is Conte. The 2 seasons.
Oh,
First
yeah,
season,
yeah.
the football, really and truthfully, on the 2 seasons, the football wasn't that different. Yeah, he became a slightly more pragmatic by not playing an extra
I
winger.
mean, you had
moving
like
into
the
midfield.
pad of a C team playing for you.
As in, literally, yeah. But the actual.
I know half them
you're
guys.
right.
Where did they come from?
No, you're right.
Every
right.
week they were just finding some new random Italian guy.
Some serious.
You man were
team,
definitely
bro.
recruiting
From
that
Verona.
spaghetti
No,
houses
seriously,
in Battersea.
no, seriously, you're right. But like the actual approach play wasn't too dissimilar. One season, one title, the other season, and the feelings amongst the fan base were
response.
Yeah, 'cause you weren't
completely
winning.
different.
I guess you could accept it. Like if you're winning games, then it's bearable. But was you entertained?
Nah.
What is that question to me?
Yeah.
What in
when
what,
you
the
were
fir-
winning,
in the, fir- in the
were
first
you
season?
entertained?
In the well, I was entertained.
How can you not be entertained?
Listen, the only reason, no, I was, but
Shut
a
up,
big.
you.
I was entertained, yeah,
Silly old
but
cunt.
a big part of that was Eden Hazard.
Yeah, of course,
be
of course.
completely real.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. But I think you can't.
Paying for all that
But
now,
obviously,
isn't he?
yeah, but I think, yeah, he's boy.
Good thing got rid of him, innit?
Boy, he
I couldn't have him damaging
Chelsea.
the pep rep.
Chelsea took everything that brother had, man. He's got nothing left. He's 40 years old in football years, man. So, Lewis, was the angle you're trying to get to that kind of team not be entertaining and win?
I don't know. That was just a question, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought you.
My
I
answer
thought
to
you
that
had an
question,
angle.
yeah.
No, I don't have an angle. I personally don't find that brand of that what Jose did say. I don't find that entertaining.
Of course you don't.
And I
but-
wouldn't.
Exciting.
Both.
Exciting and entertaining is different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sounds like synonyms to me.
Nah, he's got a point.
He just said cinnamon. That's fried, fam. I've been saying it all the time.
Sounds like cinnamon to me. I don't think
Sounds
we can.
like cinnamon.
Yeah, I think you're
Listening to that
you're up past your bedtime as well.
How
man.
did you get here?
He drove.
Oh, fuck you.
I came from there.
All right, lads. I want to thank you once again for another week of Touchline Fracas. Shemi, always a pleasure, bro.
Cheers, bro.
I hope you keep coming when you lot results aren't as good, yeah?
And get on the fucking Discord, bro.
Yeah, man.
What's all this about?
I don't know how Discord works.
When
man.
are we going to see
Just
you
log
next?
on.
Boy, have you recorded this time? Never. This is ridiculous. It's 10 to 11, man.
I know. We do what we have to do. Lewis, always a pleasure, man. You've had a hard week, man.
I know, man.
Sweet dreams, yeah?
Thank you, man.
What's in
All right, peace.
That's a sweet chips.
You're definitely blessed. 100%. There's one point Liz was talking. I was like, hold on a minute. Something's not right a minute.
I'm tired.